everyone, for today's recipe we're going to make a really quick pasta dish. This is something you can make if you're short of time and you really don't know what to cook. You can just throw a few things in a pan and serve it with some pasta. The pasta we're going to use today is spaghetti, and this is so quick that I just need to get this spaghetti boiling away, so while that's cooking I can get the rest of the ingredients prepared, and by the time the spaghetti's cooked, 10 minutes, the whole meal will be ready. So this is a really quick one. Now, have you ever wondered how to gauge how much spaghetti to cook for the number of people that you're serving? Well, I've got this little gadget, handy little gadget, and it's got the holes that if you put the spaghetti in, like for 1 serving, 2 servings, 3 servings, so I'm doing it for 2, so I can just about fit that in there, so I know that's right. If you haven't got one of these, you might have one of these, which is a spaghetti server. Did you know that this hole in the spoon is enough to put in enough spaghetti for one serving? So there you go. So if you don't want any waste, you can. That's my top tip for measuring out how much spaghetti you need to cook. So all we need to do now is get this on the boil. I'm going to put it on the heat, filled with boiling water, and leave that to cook while we prepare the rest of the ingredients. So I've got a selection of ingredients to put in this pasta. We're going to have mushrooms, a bit of bacon, or you could use cooked ham if you've got that, some garlic, and I am going to put a chilli in it, but we'll come to that in a minute. You don't need to put the chilli in. If you're cooking for children, then maybe they don't like the chilli, but for an adult version it's quite nice. So I'm going to first of all slice the mushrooms quite finely. Get those ready. There we go. Some nice finely chopped mushrooms. I'm going to crush the garlic. So I've got 3 cloves in here. If you like more, have more. If you like less, you can have less. It's whatever you like. Okay, so, but the idea of this is we want it finely minced. Garlic crusher is a really good way of doing this. There we go. It's quite a garlicky dish, this one. So hope you like garlic. There we go. So there's all the garlic in there, and all it needs for me to do now is to get this bacon cooking off. So I'm going to put some oil in the pan, just a small amount of olive oil, probably about a tablespoon. Heat that up, and then we'll pop the bacon in. So as soon as this is heated, but we need to just fry this off slightly because everything that goes in then is already cooked. So as you can see, we've fried off this bacon, and now it's a bit more like pancetta. Just 2 rashers of bacon. If you don't want it too crispy, you don't have to. You can do whatever you like. So I'm going to add the mushrooms now, give them a chance to cook. And then when they've started to cook down a bit, I'll then add the garlic. So I put the mushrooms in and they're nearly cooked, so time to add the garlic. In it goes, just to give it a bit of flavour, and we don't want to burn that, so it's only going to be in there for a short time. And now I'm going to show you how to prepare the chilli. Now what I do is I keep my chillies in the freezer, because when they're really hard you can actually slice them really thinly like this. So you just want really thin pieces, and if you don't use it all in one go, you can just put it back in the freezer, because this is really hard, and we don't want a lot, just to give it a bit of a zing. And then this can go in as well, so it's just that's enough. Okay, in that goes as well. So we've got that in there, and I just need the heat from the pan to heat it through. You don't want to burn the garlic. There's nothing worse than burnt garlic. So that's what's going to go with our pasta. And I've already strained the pasta because the timer went off while we were cooking. So I'm going to pop that in, like so. And then just give it a stir round so it all gets coated in the ingredients. And there we have our pasta. So I'm just going to get some plates and plate it up, and I'll show you then how it looks. So here we have the meal plated, and I am just going to grate some cheese over it, give it a bit of a nice cheesy flavour, a bit of cheddar. And there you have it. Cheesy pasta.